Talking of suspensions, and I think this is where again I have a very big issue with the NBA. Draymond
Yes.
Green was suspended indefinitely. Actually, for
Yes.
just our viewers, we had this podcast recorded, but you know, in tech, a lot of things happen, so we couldn't upload. So we have to
Yeah.
do this topic one more time just for the viewers. So Draymond Green
Yeah.
has been suspended indefinitely. We don't know how long he'll be out. We don't know the speculations. It hasn't been told. All we know is that he can train with the team and he's undergoing therapy. He needs people to talk about. Apart from that, what do you think about this? And what do you think should happen moving forward in case he's to come back?
I think I love Draymond Green as a player. That's true. He's achieved so much in his career. Some people will argue he's a Hall of Famer. We can't take that away from him. However, his legacy has been tainted negatively with the things that the events and sequence of the event that he's been doing. He's one time choking somebody, the next minute he's stepping on somebody's thorax, the next minute he's swinging and
Blowing
killing, and
Nurkic.
yeah, that is dark. And you think, okay, that's the intensity of the game, and that's how the game is going. So you're like, when the game was heated, that's why that happened. But you look at that last incident with Nurkic, having just served 5 game suspension after choking Rudy Gobert. I mean, it leaves a lot to question. Again, last year we saw an incident where he boxed his own teammate,
Yeah.
and the result of that, the teammate was traded. I mean, it's just so much. We can sit here and talk and talk and talk and talk about the bad things rather than the good things. So I think at the end of the day, Green needs some help. I don't know what kind of help he needs, but I hope he gets that help. If the indefinite suspension is okay or not, I will not sit here to judge, but I think at the end of the day, the league also need to send message to all the players and even to Draymond Green that at the end of the day, these people are human beings, and they come here because they love what they're doing. They come here because they're doing it for a purpose. And you coming here and putting their life in danger, you'd rather be in a boxing field or a wrestling if you want to swing and do all that. But if you're playing the NBA, we want to identify NBA as NBA, not as a boxing or kind of wrestling sort of. So indefinite suspension, I hope it yields something positive at the end of the day. I hope we get to see Draymond Green back. The Draymond Green we know, who is a franchise good player, but not the other antics we've seen. That's all I can say.
I totally agree. Also, one thing I would just like to add to this: NBA is a company like any other, and when you sign your contract and everything, I know there is something called write-ups. Man, if NBA was giving players write-ups on how many fouls you have to omit before we get rid of you, Draymond would have used up all his write-ups. And right now he will not even be in the NBA. Sometimes I feel like his legacy, like him being in the NBA for this long, is why they're still having him around. Because I think he's. I had Shaquille O'Neal talk about Draymond, and outside of the NBA, he's a different character. That's what he said. He's a very different character. He speaks differently. Even the way he associates with other people is totally like he deals with people in a very positive manner. But he said that Draymond Green's character on court, like you have but that being said, I feel like once you're in the NBA, you should change a lot of things. You should change the way you operate. You can't just be out there hurting people, stepping on them intentionally, choke holding them. That's not why you are on the court. That's not a WWE ring. That's an NBA court where you're supposed to play ball. To me, if Draymond will not be returning, I will not be shocked, to be honest with you. of which I know the NBA, as I said, the NBA is one of, like, it it gives people so many. I'm sure if this was the NFL, we would have seen the last of Draymond. But given that this is the NBA, I know they'll give him a long time to talk to people. And before the playoffs, we are definitely going to see him back on the court. But I just hope that he also learns from whatever he's going through, whatever people will talk to him about. And when he comes back, players will not be having all this back and forth with him. Because, man, there's a time where you should draw the line, and there's a time when enough is enough.
That's true. That's true. That's true.